Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I got the Apple iPhone 13. So it's really, anyways, I had to upgrade. So I had the 8, which is like super old, right? So anyways, I had issues with it because frankly it was super old, the battery was dying. I used it pretty much for work, I use it constantly. So obviously like all of us, we all have our smartphones on us for the most part all the time. And so I upgraded to the 13. There's a couple things I really like about it. There is some differences to it, which I really didn't know when I got the phone because I didn't do a lot of research. I just knew I needed to get a new phone before my other one died. But I like that basically there's no home button. At first I thought it was really super weird, but there is no home button. None. It just doesn't exist. I like that it's just this kind of a swipe up, but this does have some challenges, like when you're trying to take screenshot pictures and stuff like that, you have to basically now hold different buttons down, which the side buttons and the side button and the other side button to make basically take a screenshot picture. Okay guys, a couple things to note. I'm comparing this against the 8. I get it. There's an 11, there's a 12, there's some X numbers in there that probably had some of these features in it. I didn't know about them. So if you're gonna comment on how dumb I am, about how that was a that, this was that, I get it, right? Some of these things, like I'm just telling you what I like about the new 13. And so, and some of these probably were on the 12 and they were on the 11, whatever. But these are the things that I like and I appreciate now that I have the 13 and I didn't upgrade. I like that it basically has Face ID recognition. So if you can see, well, let's see, it'll lock here in a second. And basically it has this face scan where you rotate your face and then you do it again and whatever. And so then when you pick up your phone, you don't have to enter in your ID anymore or you put your thumb on it to do that. It does a Face ID on lock. And so I really like that feature of it because frankly, I mean, it's pretty cool that I just have to pick it up and look at it and then it unlocks my phone and I'm ready to basically get into any of my apps. So I like that. The screen's bigger. So obviously from the 8 to this one, the screen is bigger. So I like that. It's got a 6.1 inch screen. So it's pretty much from top to bottom. And so what I also like is, I like that they take advantage, so you can see that there's a black space in between there. I like that they take advantage of it by either putting your carrier up there, or your battery life up there, or if you're on Wi-Fi or not. I like that they take advantage of that little extra space in there, so it's not kind of on my screen where I want to look at other things like, you know, emails or Facebook or whatever else, right? So I like that feature as well. I really like it so far. I've had it for about a week, and so far everything is really pretty cool about it. But let's show you and go through some different specs of the phone and some things that I like. First of all, from a spec standpoint, the camera is fantastic. So it's a dual camera, obviously much clearer than what the 8 was. And so the dual camera is really kind of nice. If you go with the Pro actually has 3 cameras in it, so it's even better. But I didn't want to pay the extra money for the Pro, and frankly, the pictures I take are the ones that are just near and dear to my heart, of my family and things like that. I don't need as much of a professional shot as some other people would need for it. Okay, a couple things I really like. I do like that the camera, because it takes much better pictures, so there's 2 lenses on it, takes much better pictures of it. I actually love the colors that it comes in, so you can see that this comes in, I think the iPhone 13 comes in like a white color, a black color, a blue color, a pink color, and a red color. So clearly I have the blue, which is kind of a darker blue color. And I put a clear case on it, so because the color looks so nice, and so why not use it? The other nice thing is the case that I ended up getting actually has a camera protection as well. Some people don't like them. They say it blurs your pictures, does whatever. I never found that. It seems to work perfect for me, and it protects the lenses that are there, the 2 lenses that are there for the camera. So I'm going to use it. So, and then the case I got is really kind of a cheap case. It's about 14, 15 bucks. Got it off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below in case you like it. But I like it because, normally we're getting black, white, or gold, or rose gold, or whatever, or some of the old phones. This has really they got some really cool colors now. So this is the blue for the iPhone 13. The other thing I really like about it is the water resistance, because frankly, my 8 got water in it, and shut off for a while, and it was glitching, and I got it to dry out enough that it worked for me. But at the same time, because this is actually up to 6 meters for up to 30 minutes of depth, you can go in the water, and that's for both the iPhone 13 and for the iPhone 13 Pro. So both of them have that. Of course, it's faster. Of course, the screen looks better. So all those things are huge benefits as well. So I like those as well. Actually, I think the speaker's much better too as well. So if you're playing music and you just want to put on the counter, play music, or you take phone calls and walk around with people on speaker, I think it sounds better too, but don't do that. It annoys people around you. So that's what I like about it. Now, if you actually look at it against the iPhone 13 Pro, you can see the iPhone 13 Pro does have an extra lens. So it does have that because it's a telephoto lens. So it basically, you get an extra lens and that sort of thing as well. So the biggest difference between the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro is really the camera. The camera is the biggest difference that I've noticed because you get 6 times zoom with a telephoto. So you get 6 times zoom as opposed to this is a 2 times zoom. So it's a standard 2 times zoom. And the colors are different too, of course. So you can see that these are both blue phones. This is I think they call it Sierra Blue, which is the Pro color of blue. But the Pro color, you only get it in silver, graphite, gold, and Sierra Blue. So that's really it. So you get you get one additional option. You get the red option. And you get the pink option. Otherwise, in the blue is a little bit different. But yeah, so there's some different options there. If you're doing a lot of video work, or a lot of photography work, and you want to basically be able to zoom in more, you might want to look at the Pro. Okay, so that's some of the differences of the cameras that you have. My wife did a video on this. Holly did a video on this. I'll put a link in the description below to her video, and she shows you the picture differences and things like that between the two. This is clearly her phone because everything I get, she gets the next thing that's better. So that's why she claims that she does more video and photography, which she does, of course. But that's the differences between the two. If you click on that link, you'll see side-by-side pictures and that sort of thing. So check that out when you get a chance. The other thing is, obviously, this is the retail price of this is $7.99. This is $9.99. So you have to, does the camera mean more for you? I don't know. You can get up to a 1 terabyte of storage on the Pro, which you can only get a half a terabyte on the regular 13. So that's another difference too. I don't know who uses a terabyte on their phone. If you do, then you're doing enough video. If you're thinking that I need a terabyte, you're doing a lot of video and photography on this phone. So you're definitely doing that. So those are the main differences between the phones. So size-wise, they're exactly the same, right? So 13 Pro. If you get the Max, you'll get bigger. But size-wise, they're the same. Weight-wise, of course, it's a little bit heavier. It's got another lens to it, so it has some of the functionality that probably added a little bit extra weight. Not a lot. I can't tell the difference, right? So I mean, don't worry about the weight. If you're getting one or the other, you're not going to know the difference. So that's really it. Like I said, the only other thing really is colors that you can choose from. I mean, yeah, she did get the better phone, but I got the better color. So I got that going for me, which is nice. But anyway, so I'll put a link in the description below. That's what I found most useful on it. For me, just to quickly go through it, I love the Face ID scan. I think that's fantastic. I love that the home button's gone. I know the 12 didn't have it either. Congratulations, you had that, I didn't. So I know that. The screen is much, much better, I think. It looks more clear to me. The sound is better on it. So all those things that you would expect in an upgraded version of an existing product, you get that. But the biggest thing for me is the waterproofness, which I always appreciate. So both of them come with that. And the battery life is a ton better as well. So now that I mentioned battery life, it is substantially better than previous phones, previous versions of the phone. So it's probably not as substantial as from 12 to 13, but it is when you had the 8 and you went to the 13. So substantially better. So this can give you 19 hours of continuous video playback. This can give you 22 hours of continuous video playback. So you get a little bit more. I mean, again, not a substantial amount more, not enough for me to pay an extra $200. But if that's your thing, and you just don't really care, and you want the better camera and that sort of thing as well, then obviously the Pro is more your option. Okay, guys, so that's it. So that's the iPhone 13 and the iPhone 13 Pro. Like I said, link in the description below. Holly gave you some pictures of the side-by-side comparison between the two. Just want to brag a little bit that I got the phone because, frankly, my kids always have the nicest things, and right now they don't. So I'm a little bit ahead of them. Well, one's got the red version of it, but he bought it himself. So anyways, that's it. We'll see you next time We'll put links in the description below of the things I mentioned, and give us a thumbs up and let me know if you got it. I know they're on back order a lot of places, so hopefully you put your order in if you really need one, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.